What up, YouTube? It's your boy Open Mind. And now, usually I don't do no shit like this, but on this video, I'm gonna do some shit like this. Just on this video. Maybe again in the future, maybe if I'm compelled to do so. But I'm gonna do some shit like this today. On this type of this video. Now, Steve Harvey. Not to be celebrating a person's downfall or no shit like that. Because, hey, we all broke out here. I ain't got nearly as much money as Steve Harvey got. So by no means am I celebrating a man's downfall. I'm pointing out some peculiar karmic events that have taken place. Just some karmic events. You know, some peculiar irony that has taken place. And then, you know, you can leave your comments below. Tell me if I'm hating or if I'm just acting a damn fool, because I'm really just acting a fool, honestly, to be honest with you. I'm acting a fool on this video. I'm having fun. But yo, Steve, my nigga, what's happening? What you doing? What's going on out here, fam? Okay, so you done got fired from your talk show. You done got fired from the Little Big Shots. I done Family Feud and let your ass go. I'm sure you'll keep the radio show, but then again, you never know. You never know. Now, I'm going to touch on a lot of things here. I don't want a video to drag out like normally my videos drag out. I'm going to get on this one and then get off of it. Steve says to us, well, he says to us on one of his little talk shows, you can't sleep 8 hours if you live in LA. The stock market opened at 6 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. It's already 9 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. They making decisions about your life and you sleep. That's his life advice, right? Just the money game. You can't have no integrity in the money game. We as black folks, we can't do stuff like that yous is doings. We as black folks playing this money games. Know your worth. Do you know your worth? What your worth is. Don't let them sell you short. Don't take nothing less than what you're worth. Alright, we need to break down these cliches. Because, yo, folks, people just be saying shit just to be saying shit just to be saying shit and not putting shit in context. Know your worth should be put in context. It should be broken down from situation to situation. Yes, you should know your worth, but in context. For example, the reasons that they're giving on the newsreels and little vlogs and articles about why Steve Harvey lost his contracts to these different shows is because he was asking for too much money. I don't think that's the reason. It's just the reason that they're giving us. We don't know the facts. We only know what they're telling us. So this video just a response to the information that's out there. Don't know the facts. Don't know the truth. Only responding to the information that's given us. You say to us, Steve Harvey, to know your worth. You set the price high as fuck. And they ain't renew your contract because you cost too fucking much. Yeah, you know your worth, but your worth is too much. So, know your worth, but be humble. Don't lose your fucking mind. Just because you Steve Harvey don't mean you can't be replaced. Come on, man. Even when it comes to the entertainment industry, we could get off the black and white shit for a few seconds here. It's some white hosts that done lost their job because they was too expensive with their contracts. It's some white actors and actresses that have been typecast and blackballed in the industry because their asses want too much money to shoot a movie. So let's not make this just always a black thing. Not that there's no discrimination and racism in the entertainment industry. By all means, it is. I will never coon out and dismiss the fact that there's racism and discrimination in the entertainment industry and favoritism. I'm not going to say that that doesn't exist, But in this instance with Steve Harvey, that doesn't apply. The racial shit, skin tone shit, skin color shit does not apply in the case of Steve Harvey. He is cooned out to the coonest degree. If you could put an exponent on the word coon, you can put the degree of coonery that Steve Harvey has done to get where he is. Okay, this is the token nigga that their asses won't any damn way to prop up in front of our asses that we supposed to listen to and follow his goddamn commands. If we gonna talk about race, let's just call Steve Harvey the token black guy that they would like for us to follow behind anyway. So this ain't about goddamn race. This is about money. This is the money game, according to the information. Even though I don't personally agree with this information, I think it's something else. We're gonna entertain the information. This is about money. Okay, well, if it's about money, then the color here is green. Sometimes you can know your worth, and your worth is a price gouge. I know my worth is not the same thing as price gouging. People be like, yeah, there's another cliche that little Mimi I be saying out there. My budget, my worth doesn't depend on your budget. That's some cool ass shit to say to shut a motherfucker down who can't afford your prices, right? You charge this much for a service or for an item that you selling, and motherfucker like, damn man, can I give you 100 for it instead of 200 for it? Well, my worth ain't based on your budget. Cool. Love the cliches. Love all these son statements. Like, y'all always want to son somebody. Everybody want to son something. I'm gonna son this nigga. My motherfucking worth ain't the same as your budget. People always want to son each other. Okay, well here's what happens when you try to son somebody. You get fathered. In a sense, that's some shit I made up. Here's what I'm saying. As you say to me that your worth doesn't depend on my budget, that's fine. But I can still find the service or the item that I'm trying to get within my budget somewhere else. Because the consumer is not as attached and loyal to you as you think. They're loyal to the price. There's a price that people are willing to pay. We know we got to pay something. You can't get nothing for free. Nothing free. Perfectly understandable. But there is reasonable pricing for reasonable circumstances. In fact, I think every business owner should work with the budget of his or her customers, because that then keeps him or her in business. When you work with your customers, it's just basic business one-on-one. And not that I'm an expert or nothing, because I'm not. I don't own no businesses. I'm just saying I've worked many a jobs, and my boss, the CEO, talks a lot and has a lot of meetings, and the different jobs I've had, they've all said the same thing across the board. All the jobs I've had, the CEOs I've been under, who were my boss, would say the same thing. If you keep a good rapport with your customers, they come back. That's basic one-on-one business. So if you have a reasonable price, people will continue to pay you and give you their money and keep doing business with you and refer you to other people because you have good prices. Hey man, this dude or this girl over here got a bomb ass price. They selling that for that much over there. You can get it for this price over here, girl. Same thing. My nigga, my dog. Holla at your boy over there, man. He's selling such and such for such and such. Or he does this or that service for this price. Instead of letting your ego get to you, or because you have bills to pay and you didn't secure your own income to pay your bills, so you desperately trying to make a quick buck to pay a bill, whatever reason you price gouging, you can't hide behind the I know my worth mantra and apply that to that. You have to put this shit in context. This shit has to be put in context. Mr. Harvey wanted too much money, because it's the money game, and you got to play the money game the way you supposed to play the money game. Look like you losing the money game, Steve. Losing. Now let's talk about Marjorie's ex-husband getting out of jail and writing a tell-all book. That's what I think this shit really about. Don't know the facts. Don't know what he gonna say. Don't know what the book about. But he got a pardon from the president, ex-president Obama, because Obama felt like they sentenced him crazy for the crime that he committed. And as you can see on the screen, I have the articles and the little screenshots. As you can see right here on your screen, as the slides flip to the next slide, you can read these articles. I posted these for a reason. I want y'all to observe these articles. Okay, observe from start to finish every slide that I show you. Read these slides. Play the video back or pause me for a second and read these slides. Read what they say. The sources are there. Where I got the information from is all there on the screenshots. Read these slides. Okay? The man is going to implement Steve Harvey's ex-wife and some drug-related shit. Gonna paint a pretty ugly picture of this woman. We don't really know what happened. We don't know what's going on between Marjorie, Steve, and Jim Townsend. That's the guy's name, Jim Townsend. Marjorie Harvey's ex-husband, Jim Townsend. Good-looking black guy, no homo. But a good-looking old brother, 70-year-old brother, took care of himself. He the only granddaddy that got muscles. Mr. Steal Your Auntie. Jim Townsend, check him out. He about to get some money. And you know what, Jim Townsend? My fist up to you, but pumping my fist to Jim Townsend. Write that motherfucking book. I'll buy a copy. Make an audio book too, Jim Townsend. Make an audio book, because I'm a busy person. I can't sit still and read something for too long. It's better for me to have audio books, because I'm always on the go, and I can just put that book in my my Bluetooth in my car or in my headphones, and I can just do what I'm doing while reading a book, listening to a book per se. I prefer audiobooks. So put the book out. I won't read that motherfucker. I want to hear Jim Townsend's side of the story. He got a pardon from Barack Obama. That means something. Don't overlook the fact that Marjorie's ex-husband got a full pardon from ex-president Barack Obama. Okay, that means Barack Obama looked into his case, looked at the evidence, looked at how the case from start to finish, looked at everything, and pardoned this man. He's no longer in prison. He's gonna spend the rest of his life a free man. So you have to look at that with some significance. Why is Steve Harvey selling all his property? Why is Steve Harvey liquidating himself? So look at Steve's moves. He's been making a lot of silent business moves, which ain't so silent because the shit is public. But you know, he has some property that he done sold. Some property that he owned. Well, all that talk about, I can't compromise my integrity for my kids and my grandkids. If you had 5 houses and you got grandkids, why would you sell 5 houses? Why would you do that, Steve Harvey? What happened to leaving a legacy for your kids and your grandkids, Steve Harvey? You fussed at Monique about integrity and your grandkids and leaving legacies and this the money game and all that shit you was talking, but now you done sold 5 fucking houses that you could have passed on to your kids and your grandkids. No, you sold them motherfuckers. I mean, you no longer have ownership control over this property. Why, Steve? I know why, but I want you to tell us why. I know why. At least I think I know. I could be wrong, but I think I know. I think I know why you sold them. Some shit finna go down. That's why you sold them. Some shit getting ready to go down, Steve. You know like we know. You ain't gonna tell us the truth. It ain't none of our business. But it is our business, because all you do, Steve Harvey, is shit on black people. You are, I mean, come on, Steve. Come on, bruh. You couldn't have possibly thought that you could go living your life on some Bill Cosby type shit in a way that, not so far as raping women, but so far as talking down on your black people as you up, and then think you just gonna continue to sit up there and the universe ain't gonna come bite that ass. Much as you holler about God and Jesus and the Lord and how blessed you are, and how you a spiritual man, and how you got God and God and God, right? Much as you talk about that, you didn't see this coming, Steve. You should know how this shit works. It's from the spiritual side of things. You should know how God works, Steve. You can't be a pompous, arrogant jackass and think you're gonna stay on your high horse. The universe is gonna disturb you a little bit. Might not break you down financially to the point of $0, but it's gonna disrupt some shit in your life. You finna have some more difficulties. Now, all I'm saying is this: selling your properties. The man stole his properties, Steve. Why he selling properties? Why is he liquidating himself? What's finna go down that Steve Harvey suddenly decides to liquidate himself and he gets fired from 3 jobs all in the course of less than 10 days? How you get fired on your day off? God damn. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off. That's not funny, but it's funny. Yo, I've been fired on my day off too. It happens to the best of us, Steve. So, you know, it happened to me. I done been fired on my day off, goddamn. How you got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off? Come on, Steve. But you know what? I say this. This is why I don't do this type of thing on this video. I don't come for people and their relationships, stuff like that, because I don't really care about what people do in their relationship. I don't care about his marriage to Marjorie. My issue is the way he coming at black folks. My issue with Steve Harvey is how he treat his people and how he talk to his people versus how he talk to white people. That's my issue with Steve. You can see it you can see the nuances, you can see it in his actions. He talks down on his people and yes, a master to the white folks. His actions, the way he carry himself. Watch how people move. Watch how they act. Watch how they interact. You know what I'm saying? He talks down and treats black folks like they're beneath him, treats white folks like they're above him. When he's giving advice in a condescending manner to black folks. He's giving advice in a brotherly, friendly manner to other races of people. You see what I'm saying? He participates in the reinforcement of white supremacy in his own little subtle ways. His own little subtle ways of carrying himself and the choices of words he uses, the structures of his sentences, the tone of his voice, his demeanor, his body language, even the jokes that he chooses to tell at a black person versus the jokes he chooses to tell at a white person. Just pay attention. Those of us who have experienced Uncle Tom type of black person know these little quirks and behaviors. I don't have to know the man personally to know that he's a fucking coon, because it comes out of you even in public. If you are what you are, it's gonna come out in public. Whoever you are, whatever you are, whether you gay and you trying to hide it, whether you insecure, arrogant, depressed, stressed, whatever the fuck you are, it's gonna come out in public, even if we don't see every nook and cranny of your life. Steve, universe coming for that ass. Now, you can reverse this though, Steve. You can reverse this. All you gotta do is act like goddamn cool. If what they say is true and you want too much money, come down off that I know my worth bullshit. Why can't you take a pay cut, Steve Harvey? What's going on in your life that you need all this money, that if they don't pay you or if you don't accumulate this money, like something gonna happen? Like you're acting like a person who's desperate for money. The person who has money that's asking for goo gobs of more money, that's not a I know my worth situation. That's a greed situation. That's a desperate situation. There's something going on in your life that you need a lump sum of money to make this problem go away. When beforehand you wasn't asking for this much, but now you asking for this much. As if what you've been getting, what you have is not enough. Steve, you are almost 100 million there from what the reports say. You was either 100 million closing in or already at 100 million. You got millions. You're not broke, Steve Harvey. What's not that I need to know specifically, because these are rhetorical questions. Why you acting like this, Steve? What the fuck going on? You acting like you done lost 3 jobs in 2. What the fuck? In other words, what the fuck, Steve? 3 jobs in 2 weeks. Plus, Marjorie, ex-husband, out of jail, talking about a tell-all book. I'll tell you what I think it is. I think that somebody in the higher ups got a hold of that book, at least a rough copy of that book, a little transcript of that Jim Townsend book, read it, saw that you and her was implementing in some shit, and they wanted to part ways with you. This is just what I think based off of the events that have taken place. These are not facts. What I'm saying on these videos are not necessarily facts. They're very strong opinions based off the information that has been given thus far on the Steve Harvey situation. My little disclaimer. So I can say what the fuck I want to say. Now, based on the information, Jim Townsend has implemented Steve Harvey, not just Marjorie, Steve Harvey, in this book. Just my guesstimation. Because these things are happening too peculiarly. It's one thing to lose your contract to one of your shows. We knew nothing lasts forever. Even if Steve didn't have no controversies behind him, he was eventually not going to have his talk show. He was eventually not going to be hosting Family Feud. He was eventually not going to be hosting Little Big Shots. He was eventually probably going to lose his radio station. Just like he stopped doing stand-up. He's not doing stand-up anymore. He might go back to doing stand-up now that he's no longer working these places. Obviously he will, but nothing lasts forever. But in this situation, these things are happening too peculiarly. They happening like bam, 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 bam. What the fuck? Because everybody's connected. You can't expect us to ignore this, Steve Harvey. You can't expect, okay, yeah, Steve Harvey lost his job. Don't worry about it. Going on with your life. Okay, Steve Harvey lost his 2nd job. All right, don't worry about it. Going on with your life. All right, Steve Harvey lost his 3rd job. Don't you? We both just skate on past the fact that you just got fired 3 times after you've been talking all this shit about money and wealth and knowing your worth and talking down on black people. All this shit you've been talking, ridiculing, judgmental, condescending to the black culture, and all this shit happening to you, and you think we just gonna sit back and just be like, oh, kumbaya, you know, we don't want to celebrate the downfall of one of our brothers, you know what I'm saying? We need to come together as black people. No, we coming together as black people. What we don't like is motherfuckers like Steve Harvey. Trust and believe black people coming together for different causes and different situations, broke or rich. It's Steve Harvey specifically that we don't fucking like in the black community. That's what the fuck that is. This ain't hate. This ain't tearing a brother down. This ain't celebrating the downfall and the demise of a black man. This is calling bullshit what it is and holding people accountable for the shit that they say and the shit that they do versus what they say. You say one thing and do something else. You preach one thing, but you do something else. You do one thing and say something else. In other words, Steve, what the fuck? We're supposed to not say nothing. We're not supposed to have no opinion. We're not supposed to give a fuck. We're supposed to just keep on ignoring the fact that you full of shit. This your boy Open Mind, running my motherfucking mouth again. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all got a good laugh. Again, read these articles. Play it back. Read the information for yourself. Leave your comments below. Holla at your boy on another day. Creator bless y'all. Get money. Deuces.